Hi, welcome to CBug's Records New Arrivals for the week of March 10th. I'm Bug. This is my record store in East Windsor, Connecticut. Please subscribe. Please pass this along. I'm going to start with a story. Let's see, I got a call on Friday, and she said she wanted to sell some records and asked me if I'd come over because, in her words, she was an old lady. It was her and her sister-in-law, and they said, we're both old ladies, could you come over? I'm sure. It was close. So I looked through them. They were almost all R&B, some good stuff, but some not so good stuff too. A lot of Dionne Warwick, Lou Rawls, things that I might get $3 or $4 for, or I might get nothing for, but also with some good stuff. So we agreed on a price of $300. They talked for a couple seconds. They said, that sounds good. So I brought them all to my car, which is not much fun, but whatever. And then I got them here and brought them all upstairs and went through them, cleaned a few of them, went through the ones that would sell easily, ones that wouldn't sell at all, ones that had scratches on them. Anyways, the next morning, I got a call, and it was like a totally different person because both these ladies were so nice. I mean, we were like talking, laughing the whole time, but all of a sudden, she's basically accusing me of cheating her. She said somebody told her that these were worth a lot more. I don't know what they were looking at when they said that, but maybe they'd seen them before, and they're worth a lot more, and there's no way she could take what she took for them. So I told her I'm kind of offended. You're kind of accusing me of this, but I said, you want them back, take them back. So she said she was going to be in here yesterday or today. She hasn't been yet. I really don't care either way. I'll give her the $300 back, and if she doesn't come, I'm happy with the records. But it was annoying. And there was some good stuff. There was some stuff I was pretty excited about putting in this video. So that was Sunday. So we made, no, that was Monday. So Laura and I made an emergency run to Red Scroll Records in Wallingford, which you should check it out if you haven't. It's a big place, good selection. And I got a few, so I'm going to start with those, and the rest are things I had here. But I really wanted this to be a really good video, especially because last week was a mess. So I think we ended up with good stuff anyways. But we'll see if this R&B stuff stays here or not. All right, let's start out. I was so excited. This is the most excited one. That's horrible. This is the one I was most excited about to find. Parliament. The clones of Dr. Funkenstein. So Parliament is so hard to find. It'll be around 35 bucks for that. This is Prince Purple Rain picture disc. It'll be around 28, which is about the same price as a regular Purple Rain. See, another Prince. This is a 12-inch single. It's Glam Slam, which is off Love Sexy, which is just a very funky record. Not the best, but as far as a funk record, it's pretty good. So it'll be like 9 bucks. Lou Reed, Mistrial. I just sold one of these. I think we're on 16 for those. ABBA, I will never pass up ABBA again in my life. I can't keep any ABBA. So 10 bucks for the visitors. Might be 12. I think it's 10. Kiss Alive. Got a pretty good deal on this. I haven't heard it yet. Looks beautiful. Right now, I think I have 2, and I think I have them at 45. So I'm going to put them all to 40 bucks, I believe. Songs in the Key of Life. I don't believe I have any. These sell for $28. Mama Cass. I only had this once before, and it sold fast. It's not overly expensive, but like 12 bucks. Weird Al Yankovic. Okay, so now I have 3 of these and no other Weird Al. Weird Al went way up. I had these at $35. I've sold a few of them at $35, but since I had 3, I think I'm going to come down to 28 on these. And we have a couple Hall & Oates. This one is the most valuable. I'm not really sure why. I do like this album, but I'm not really sure why this is more valuable than the others, but it's up to about 15, and I've sold a few for 15. And the other one I just love, Live at the Apollo with David Ruffin and Eddie Kendrick of The Temptations. Single album, but I just love this album. I believe it's $9. Okay, so everything else is things I had. But good stuff. 1984, $38. Van Halen, obviously. A few Beatles. Let It Be will be about 35. Hard Day's Night will be about 26. And a first pressing of the White Album has the number here, which tells you it's either a first or second pressing. So that, I think we're at about 60 to 65. This one's pretty much up there. I haven't seen this one before. The Black Man's Burden, Eric Burden and War. And of course, Eric Burden is white, so it's, kind of interesting. But it's $35. Pearl Ives Christmas album. Actually had this, and I guess it was Christmas time, but sold it right away, and I had a few phone calls about it. So glad to have it again, about $10. Cher picture disc of, let's see, Take Me Home, which is later in the 80s. It's about $35. Dolly Parton sells quickly, $15. Simon Garfunkel Greatest Hits will be $15, I believe. Eurythmics Revenge, don't see that too much. We'll see, be about $15. Pebbles Girlfriend, this is a 12-inch single, be $8. Whitney Houston, I believe I'm out of Whitney Houston, so good to have. $20, I believe. This is a big one. I actually got this one a while ago and kind of lost it. I mean, not really lost it. I mean, I knew it was in a pile somewhere. Let's just say that. New Order, Substance, 1987. This is a big one. This is going to be $100. Genesis Abacab, probably about 12. Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart, probably up to 18 for that. There's I have like 3 or 4 copies of, I'm gonna blank, Rock a Little, but that's the only Stevie Nicks I have, so I get asked about this a lot. Kiss Destroyer is up there. I think we're in the 30s somewhere. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers with the zipper, and it's intact. It's usually broken here, so this is really nice to have. $45 for that. This Lionel Richie, the Composer series, great love songs with the Commodores and Diana Ross, and it's sealed. $8. I don't think sealed makes much of a difference. Brian Johnson, of course, the singer of AC/DC, Strange Man, will be 18, I believe. Tusk, Fleetwood Mac. Another example of, I had 4 of these, they all sold out right away. So I think we're at 28 for that. 25 years of Grammy greats. This appears to be early 80s. Endless Love, Let It Whip, Let's Get Serious, Jermaine Jackson. But it also has some kind of older songs. I Second That Emotion. So I believe this came out early 80s. Probably $8. This one's kind of cool. This is How It All Began. And what else to say? The Roots of Rock and Roll, as recorded from 1945 to 1955. So it starts with gospel, has country blues, city blues, ballads, and jumpin' boogie. I'm looking forward to listening to this. And it's up there. I think it's about $30. This is the Plastic Ono Band live in Toronto, Live Peace in Toronto, 1969. Took around $20 for that. Supertramp, Breakfast in America is around 18. kind of interesting. Johnny Cash and June Carter. This is a Taiwan pressing, 1959, I believe, be around 18, 20 bucks maybe. A couple of cars, Candy-O, be about 12, and Greatest Hits, probably around 15. Hot Chocolate contains the hit, Everyone's a Winner, which is not true, by the way. I hate the when they give you trophies for participation, because we're all winners. Anyways, Hot Chocolate, I've never heard that song. 8 bucks. Hendrix in the West, probably around 18, 20. We got some Yes drama. So I had a customer looking for this, so I hope that person's watching. It's not crazy expensive, 12 bucks. 90125. I really like this album. Not a big Yes guy, but I really like this album. Probably around that 10 to 12. And Yes songs, which is huge. 3 records, I believe. And you rarely see this one this clean. So that's going to be around 30, I think. Live Johnny Winter, be around 10. Manfred Mann's Earth Band, around 12 for that. Best of the Strawbs, I don't see this one too much, probably about 12. Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions, that makes more sense. It's actually a word. 12 probably. Let's see, Billy Joel, Songs in the Attic, be about 12. I'm getting low on Billy Joel, I think I've said that before. Tower of Power, Back to Oklahoma, same thing, around 12. Journey, Captured, double album, somewhere around 20. And we'll end with Foreigner, because again, I am low on Foreigner. It's called Records, it's the greatest hits, probably be up to 15. So I guess we'll see next week if I have a lot of R&B or not. It'll be interesting. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in here.